You are live?
And we are live.
And
we have a star here, the K-pop Korean star with Mark's new haircut. We still can't figure out how he managed to have this haircut.
I think he will be around like 40% more productive.
It's a park.
Really?
how is it? How do you say paruka in English?
Yeah.
Toupee?
Big.
Vig, yeah. It seems like
Yeah,
a
Vig.
Vig, man.
Too bad. It was a little bit of French.
You see this?
Yeah.
No, I see.
In
I
Greece
actually
now.
see 6 viewers when you open the link.
Yeah, it's
All right.
historic data.
So should we start?
Yep.
So hello everybody. We are live from the Prague office for the first time. I don't have to switch the layout because it's only going to be this layout. Super easy for me. Yeah, we are going to be talking about building VEED live. This is actually really good. Okay, just
Sorry.
no, that's fine. That's fine. We're going to be talking about building VEED live, and we are very close to releasing the first version to the first what's it called, batch of users,
Yeah.
which is nice. It's going to be start of April, probably.
Yeah, we aim for next week.
Next week, nice. All right, so I have a few questions here, a few points from this week that we can discuss. No particular order. Maybe we can start with the feature flag thing because
Hey, dentist camera TV.
Hey.
Hey, from Prague. We are in our office in Prague, in the center of Prague. It's a beautiful sunny day today, which we really enjoy, and we decided to.
It's kind of hot actually.
It's kind of hot.
Yeah,
Is
yeah.
it hot?
Yeah, I'm direct on the sun. Eating base.
Yeah. So we are enjoying being together here and being hot.
yeah, definitely. Way better than being at home and being hot by myself. All right, Dentist Crema TV is a cool guy. I had a user call with him. He wanted to drop by last week as well, but
Nice.
didn't make it, so it's nice to see him here.
You are here. The question is, are these overlays you are blending in? Yeah, these are overlays we are blending in. It's just a GIF, and with Welder / VEED Live, you can upload a video or a GIF as overlay and play, which is quite nice because you can use it as this contextual kind of visual enhancement. Ooh, yeah, smart.
Basically make it fun.
Yeah, basically make it fun. So yeah.
It's actually a good feature. Like you could see last time that every time you used one of those GIFs, it always
Yeah.
like, people laughed and stuff. So it's nice.
Like, you mean us?
And the one guy was watching us.
The one guy
I don't
was
understand like what.
StreamYard user, yeah, cool, that's good.
You're gonna be VEED live users soon.
Yeah.
Hopefully, it will not stay along.
It's coming.
All right, so maybe we can start with the feature flags. Okay, I have slight idea what it means, but maybe some of you would be better to explain this, and it's pretty much crucial to the way we are releasing VEED live next week. So what does it mean? Who wants to take over?
I can maybe take care of
Very much
that.
crucial.
Like it's basically so we are releasing VEED live like next week, but it's still in beta stage, so we don't really want to release the entire VEED user base. And you can use feature flags to like limit amount of users that will get and see this new feature. You know, so I think for a start we talked about releasing to about 10% of user base, and you can use feature flags to decide like to which users you want to release this feature.
And why did we do that?
It's mainly to test out the scaling and infrastructure, and also bugs, of course. But like I would say the main point is we want to get like it's like 10% of each users. It's still tens of thousands of users, and we want to test and see if everything is working properly. If we scale it up, and if yes, then we'll increase it to 20, 30, 40, 50%, and basically just keep increasing it until we get to 100%.
So
Yeah,
do
it's a
we,
gradual rollout. It's
Yeah.
called, and like every big product company does this. So for example, if Spotify releases a new feature, you sometimes don't have the feature, even if you see articles about that, and it's because you need to just test it out and.
Yeah.
yeah, that's actually true. Happens to me a lot. Like I don't know, with Facebook, it was very common. Like
Yeah.
one of your friends had the new version.
Yeah, actually, Facebook is one of the pioneers, like of taking this concept really
Mhm.
far, because the engineers can create like a new environment and create like a completely new version of Facebook and release just for some specific country or some specific percentage of the user base, and they even can do it on their own. They don't need anyone to like accept some proposal or anything.
Mm-hmm.
So like feature flags are like kind of a big topic in product development.
So is our feature flag, is it systematic or is it just random 10% of VEED users?
Yeah, we have some, like, we don't need to go into detail how we decide like which user is being the feature released to, but we don't yet have some kind of advanced solution. So it's pretty dumb for now. But in the future, like in VEED, in the entire company, we want to implement some kind of SaaS tool or something to handle everything.
Makes sense. All right.
I will read a question. What camera are you using? We are using Sony a6400, using Camlink 4K to connect it to the computer and select it as a webcam. It's super cool setup. I love it. It's like so easy to use. The Sony a6400 is really a smart camera in terms of autofocus and how easy it is to set it up, and it looks just nice and the image is sharp. The connection works really well, so I love using this. It's a pricey setup for sure, but if you already have some decent DSLR camera, I recommend buying Camlink 4K from Elgato and using it as a webcam.
Yeah, funny story. Like when we started Welder and we were really short on money, Johan was fighting really hard for spending the money on the camera.
Yeah, it was,
Every single
but
time.
it was because we were doing the local recording, right? And I needed to see how far you can go with a great camera. I'm not sure if it was the best purchase at the time,
but I think it's cool. Like right now we are using it.
Yeah.
So I don't think like it was.
Yeah.
It was a good investment.
It was
We've been
a good
using it a
investment,
lot.
yeah.
I'm not sure. Maybe we could use that. How much? Like $1,000 and pay for SEO articles. Hey, Pocket Video School. Love that you are here again. You are our, I think, regular viewer, which is amazing. You are our first regular viewer. That's amazing. And yeah, we know about audio lag, and I'm not sure why it's happening again. Marek, I can try reconnecting.
This issue, like this is something, like technically, guys, we are still running on like development environment.
Yeah, but cool to see you here. Should I just like end the stream and start it again in Welder? Should it help? It helps sometimes.
You can try it, but it can help. It maybe it will not help. So this is something we have to like fix for the launch or maybe a bit after.
Okay, I will try it. Let's see you in 10 seconds.
Or not. We will see. Everyone is staring.
We are back. Are we?
Oh, that's actually nice. Like splash screen there.
Why did you do that? What?
It's loading.
Yeah, and we are back. If you can, guys, let us know if there is still an audio video. Like, it would be amazing. It also might be because of my setup, and that might do that as well.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask, if it could be the setup instead of Welder.
Might be as well.
Okay.
Anyway, we still have it. Sorry, we need to investigate this.
Johan, you need to investigate.
You
your
need to
setup,
investigate this.
if it's caused by your setup.
Okay, it may get better in time.
Cool. Okay. So feature flags, I think we discussed that. I was initially expecting we would have some sort of more organized approach, like I don't know, maybe making like a survey of people that are interested in live streaming and then giving it to them first instead of our approach. But it's okay. I think
It's a startup, man.
yeah, we just need to get it out there.
Yeah.
I think.
It's like
I
you
remember-
always pick you always balance between the solution that is the best solution, the best thing you can do to solve the problem you have, like releasing a tool and testing it, and which solution takes the least time, and you are trying to find
what that means.
Usually that's
Yeah.
the best solution.
And usually that's the best solution. Yeah.
It takes the least time.
If people are really like, it's interesting that the mindset shift for me is that you have to start being okay with doing crappy stuff, you know. Like sometimes it's just not so good, it's not so sexy.
Yeah.
And you see like Apple having these all amazing events, right, and everything, and we're like, wow, we need to be like Apple to be successful in business, and that's not true. Like, you know, be okay that it's crappy and crappy.
Okay, so it's still lagging apparently. Actually, he's saying actually is the video lagging behind the audio. This is probably the setup thing.
Yeah, that's the setup thing. Maybe it's the camera, but I don't know why.
I think we should test it right after this.
Oh, maybe I know why, man. Hey. It may be because there's 4K capture.
Yeah, you don't need to use 4K with well, like we are limited. to 4K.
Yeah. And the 4K capture actually, that maybe lags it behind. What a beautiful view. No, it's not 4K. Okay, that's not it. Never mind.
Okay. So we are gonna be lagging for today. Hopefully it's not too bad.
Yeah, sorry. We did our best. But what a nice image. Okay.
We are okay in releasing shitty things.
This hurts.
But we are sorry, but we are okay with that.
As one random user would say, go work to McDonald's, please.
Yeah.
All right. And when you said 10% of users, was that like just a random estimation, or is that?
Yeah,
the
I think you
actual-
don't have to go into the details on this.
Yeah, but it's pretty exact. But we don't
Okay.
really want to share numbers.
Okay. No number.
Stop
then.
asking this question.
Move on, Alex. All right. Mobile access. What does it mean? It doesn't mean we have a streaming mobile app, right? But it means
It means you can join as a guest
Mhm.
inside the call and get basically talk from your phone.
Yeah, Igor, our new front-end developer, did amazing job and got the access from mobile for guests ready. So that's cool because like it's something that just should work. It's something that should be there. It should be like, yeah, of course I can join from phone and it works. Like if it doesn't, it's like, what the fuck? With logo recording, it was a bit different because there was a lot of hassle with how are you going to save the video locally on iPhones and Androids. But with this one, as it's captured on server, it's quite okay. So that's nice.
nice. It's actually a huge feature. I'm
Exactly.
not getting.
Yeah,
Like I didn't even really know about.
exactly.
I didn't know we were building it. That's fun. That's nice. It was fast.
Yeah, it is.
He was working on it for how long?
Yeah, like 4 days, 3 days.
Okay.
It's not, it will be finished soon. Anyway, feel free to ask questions, guys. That's what we love. So if there's
And we
anything
all
you would
would
like to
like
know,
to-
like what's coming next or what's happening in the integration and why Marek has such a good haircut or anything, feel free to ask. I'm sorry.
It's very nice.
It's
Marek.
because of the parka.
The big
Participant names.
Woo!
We wouldn't use that today because we are all
Yeah, that's
on
true.
one camera feed.
We could be like the cool guys in the center Prague city center. You know what I mean?
Prague's office.
On the bottom.
But yeah, what is it? And how did it go? Who was even building it?
Vladimir.
Okay.
Vladimir did an amazing job again, and right now with Welder you can finally choose your name, which is super handy because if you have a live stream and someone is joining like in a half in the middle of it and didn't get the introduction, and there are 4 people on the call, you are like, who is who actually? So it's nice to have like, this is Marek, this is Predrag, this is Alex or something, and you can also type there what they are doing. So like Alex doing user research or stuff. So it's really useful. And needed for us as well because we will introduce, of course, participant management. So you can take the participants into the stage, out of the stage, mute them and everything. And this is kind of the structure that the backend kind of is needed for this.
Yeah, it will even help us with debugging. Because
Yeah, and also
Yeah, it's
when
good.
there's, for example, some bug and someone will tell us, yeah, Johan had this problem, you can easily search for the user and his logs.
It's actually good.
and get rid of Johan because he got problems all the time.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah,
it's going to be like a big button ban forever.
I actually remember Prague saying this, I think like a month back, that it's a good feature to start with because it's good for like the users plus for the
Yeah, but he
developers
was
as well.
too
So it's
lazy.
good that we went with it.
He was too lazy to do it.
That, or maybe we had so much features.
No.
It depends, you know. It depends on who you ask.
No.
Wait, so is it going to already be in the first version of VEED?
Yeah, probably that should. I think we'll make it in time.
It's nice. You guys are making so
And it's
epic.
going to be like even more useful when we have like more customability in the product, because like we will have names.
Oh, now I remembered what I wanted to write to LinkedIn to attract people to this stream. I wanted to write like, are you having a slow Friday afternoon? Come chat with us. And I'm posting like, we are live now.
Genius.
Come chat with us. It's so stupid.
It's definitely going to do the trick.
Should I just spam and like write an? I'll just spam. Let's try. Let's see what it does.
And are we ready for such a huge influx of
I'm not sure about that, but
with my haircut today, I'm not sure.
yeah.
Are there any new comments? I think mine is
Nope.
it's working just fine.
Yeah. Feel free to go to another topic. I will
Yeah. So what the hell is Shortcut? And why are we using it? Why did we decide to start using it?
Yeah, I think this is a bit like technical PM question, but it's a good, like when you're building product, basically the shortcut is, I think most people watching will know what Trello is. You know, it's pretty popular too. It's I would say like a checklist PM.
Like in general, it's called Kanban board, I think.
Yeah.
And Trello is the most famous, tool which uses this approach. And Shortcut, I think it's important to stress out it's shortcut.com, I think.
Yeah, because like it's really
Because
hard
for
to
me, when
find
somebody
people.
says shortcut, I'm like, what are you talking about? Like shortcuts in our app, or?
Yeah,
Yeah. Okay, so it's an app we are using instead of Trello.
Yeah, this is what like most development teams, I would say, at VEED, and even like not just in VEED, use to manage and prioritize features that needs to be developed. You know, like this is the process we didn't really have before we started to scale the team. But since we got a lot of new hires, especially in development team, like once the team starts growing, confusion starts to emerge basically, and you need some kind of, unfortunately, as Johan would say, product management to keep it all in order, like project management.
Yeah, maybe to explain to people who don't even know what Trello is, like basically, in the
Everyone
you
knows
will
what-
create a card, and you will write what needs to be done in that.
Yeah, I'm
So
sure
for
we have a
example-
lot of grandpas watching right now, like 90 plus.
But thanks for explaining, Marek. Nobody asked.
Yeah, but maybe
Yes.
I would say like a lot of people don't have like
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
No, you are.
like no experience with product development. It's basically like you will describe what needs to be done,
Yeah.
and you are moving the card through.
I actually really enjoyed that we have this process, and it's really needed because we were working as a small team before, so it was really easy to go and reach out to Prague and be like, hey, we need to do this on front end. But right now, I cannot have the visibility of who is doing what and who is actually free and who just finished a task. So there needs to be a system where I can just go into the shortcut, write a story, which is how you insert a new task that needs to be done, a new ticket kind of. And I just write it there. I insert the Figma file, I describe it, and I know that someone will take care of it. And I come back in a day and it's done. It's so cool, man. It's like
magic.
It's like magic. And it's really and you see the product building and everyone working in tandem. Like it's like a well-tuned orchestra, and I enjoy this so much. And I'm looking forward, and I can already see how the new devs that joined us are amazing and speeding up our process so much. And I'm looking forward to speed it up even more as everyone gets up to speed and we hire even more. And we have so many things in the pipeline, and we hear the users telling us so many features that needs to be done. And this will be done because we have the
Yeah, actually, my
manpower.
mom, she asked me like yesterday, like, what are you guys working on in the product? Isn't it done yet?
Yeah, I
was like, what?
Yeah, I had a chat with my dad yesterday as well, and I was like telling him about what we do and everything, and he was like, okay, but like, so you design it, and then like, why do you need to have a bigger team? Like, it's done now. And I'm like, it's a bit different, but it's interesting, like, because if you think about creating Well, about creating a cup, it's different, right? It's like you create a cup, it's done. You design it, you make it, you start the production. It's like it's not a big
Yeah,
deal.
even if you create like a production line for
Yeah.
making cups, like
Exactly. But if you're creating a startup, it's like you don't start with a cup, you start with something resembling cup. You release it out, it has bottoms in the bottom, and it draws the water down, and you are like, it's broken, but users need it kind of. So let's iterate, let's improve, let's fix the bottom. Let's add the lid like to make it work with hot beverages and everything. And it takes years to actually come up with something, and you end up with something maybe completely different with the bottle.
Yeah.
It's such a nice process.
It was such a nice analogy. The cup.
Yeah, I did it yesterday for my father, so I already had it like. Anyway,
Practice.
we have a comment. Pocket Video School are amazing. Like new comment, just not to let us hang in. That's so cool.
That's nice.
Sorry, I had to walk out our dog. When will your software go live? Next, not for everyone, but soon.
I want to.
No,
I want to
it's
release
like
it to
it's
these
hard.
people as well.
We may be able to release it to. Also, I'm not sure. Are we actually? Okay, no.
Okay, it is very resolute.
I'm sorry, but with the current system, we cannot let the button out ourselves.
Maybe, I'm not sure.
Anyway, with the current system, we cannot let specified users in the new VEED live solution. But we will, of course, optimize for speed to release it to everyone.
Yeah, in the future, like we will hopefully have more robust
Yeah, we will
feature
definitely.
flagging system, and we will be able to let,
Yeah, but right now it's not possible, and we need to let it out to a certain amount of users, as Predrag said, to test the reliability and the infrastructure and everything. But hopefully everything go well, and we will be able to release it to everyone real soon. But it's hard to say right now because we really don't know what's gonna happen as soon as we release it under feature flag. But soon, you can right now use the welder, getwelder.com. It's really similar, to be honest. So use that, but stay tuned. Uchko is asking, Trello is not nice, or saying Trello is not nice. Shortcut is better, and Jira is written in jQuery.
Yeah, I think Jira is the worst software known to mankind, so I agree with that.
Definitely to you, man. Like,
Definitely.
but yeah. Trello is. I like Trello because it's so simple, and you can really do many use cases. But it's true that it has its limits, and as soon as you use larger team, it's impossible to use it. Shortcut, I actually like Shortcut. I enjoy it, at least from my point of view.
I agree. Like with Utkudat is basically a bit better Trello if you set it up correctly. Like if you set it up correctly, you have the process ready. You get a lot of features for free in Shortcuts. I think Shortcuts still Trello has a little bit better UX in a sense where it's simple. So if you have like a really small team, it's easier to move stuff around, stuff like that. But yeah, for a bigger team, I would pick Shortcuts too, probably. Like, I think it just makes sense.
But
yeah, I'm looking forward to have more experience in the tool because like we are in Shortcuts for like very short period of time, and I'm looking forward to see how it goes.
so wait, does Trello let you, or is there easy way to prioritize? Like
Trello has a lot of plugins and extensions you can upload
Okay.
and extend functionality, but this is what you have to do with Shortcuts.
Yeah.
You get a lot of stuff by default.
Yeah, but I remember like when we were working for Twisto, we had quite a few problems with Trello. It was just we had just too many cards. There were too much text in that. The connections to external APIs weren't working correctly all the time. So
Okay,
hopefully Shortcuts will be much better.
Another question from Pocket Video School. Are you guys still keeping an eye on the competition? There are a couple of new kids on the block making some big waves. Yeah, of course we are. Competition is great. It's a big inspiration as always, and I think competition is also watching us, and definitely will be as soon as we release new stuff. Start releasing new stuff really quickly. So yeah, we are definitely aware of that. We do a lot of market research. We do a lot of exploration. Like building a product kind of combines so many different things together. It's talking to users. That's what Alex is focusing on right now a lot, and doing an amazing job, and understanding and hearing what they are saying and working with the feedback, because there's a ton of it. So structuring it and everything, then watching the market, and not only the market in terms of competition, which is great inspiration to see what they are doing and how they are doing it, but also in terms of like the target users and what's happening on Twitch and what's happening on YouTube and what's happening
with personal branding stuff, and then you combine it with your creativity and where you feel something is heading, and with your business and how your business is built and what makes it tick. So you kind of fill this hole as well, and combining all of this together, if you do it well, you hopefully build a great product. And we have something really, really cool. Really cool. The concept is really cool. We'll be showing it soon in these streams. Not yet, but it will be killer. It's amazing. It's just amazing. What can I say? Right?
It's amazingly secret.
It's like,
and it has to be kept secret because there's a competition, and then maybe we should ask, right? And we're like, no, this is our knowledge.
yeah, it's like we always have to be mysterious. I remember when we are still keeping the acquisition a secret, and we were always like, we have some big, exciting news coming, and we can't wait to share them. Then we share them, and we have some big features coming, and we can't wait to share them. It's always
you have to build the hype.
Yeah.
But that was a bit cringy before,
Yeah, but we are gonna
Such
announce
a
something
tease, yeah, such
again,
a
and then
tease,
just gonna keep it a secret. We are teasing a bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, when we are discussing all this on Monday, when it was done, I was like, holy shit, we have something big coming. Like, this is gonna be huge. So I'm just teasing.
I like this, just feeding more and more.
Also, we were like, this was never built before, and we can now understand why, because we had so many like issues and such a long discussion about everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, this was actually surprising to us because like most projects that we designed before were quite straightforward in terms of like product complexity. You know, like it's always simple. But I think this is the first project where especially Johan and like Saba had to go like really truly like in depth to just get like the product design ready for development. You know,
Yeah.
we didn't even get to the stage of.
Yeah, it's changing. It's true. It's true. It's when you are bootstrapping and you just try to solve the problem that you feel there is really quickly because you have limited resources, limited amount of time, limited amount of manpower. You really build a simple solution. You do a few iterations. It feels right if you are at least decent designer. It's really limited by what the developers can do. So you are like, let's do it this way. It's simple, it will work. Let's get it out as quick as possible. Let's test it. Let's iterate. This is the only way. But right now, as soon as you have more resources and you are also tackling like problem and market on a different scale, right? Like right now, we are not only being like, okay, we will try to capture like 10% of podcasters, but it's like, let's build the best live streaming in the world. You have to go really different ways of thinking about the product. And you are like, we have a lot of resources to build a great product. We can hire amazing people to help us with it. And this means, as you said, you can go deep on the product and be like, how this will really work. So it's amazing. So it's the best way to do this. And you create these concepts and change the paradigm, how you think about it. And of course, you will still build it as fast as possible, because it doesn't make sense because it's still your hypothesis. You are still in your head and maybe you are not right, but you have the resource to go deeper and build more complex stuff. So I love that. Yeah, then that camera, we wish you a great weekend as well. Glad you were here, or you are still here. Would could like motivational speech.
We are full of motivational speeches. I think Marek actually said on Monday something like, "Damn, this is probably the most complex tool we've ever been building," or something like this. I was like, "Yeah, probably."
Yeah, like the user interaction in VEED Live or Welder, or it was called formerly, it's more like I don't know, like more like a computer game or some kind of very complex software. Because what we were building before was more like I don't know, like a crude applications most of the time. Or when we were, for example, working on Happy Shape, it was
Responsive was complex.
Yeah, Responsive was quite complex, but still it was like Wispig editor basically.
But it was like complex, but the thinking behind the product, again, it was bootstrapped, so you were like limited with what you can actually achieve. It's always like that. Enjoying both of these approaches, actually.
It's different a lot. Like you suddenly have all these resources and all these options, and you have to like prioritize way better.
I think this is a good question, by the way. We should answer this one.
How do you manage to stay on top of all the changes to some of the platforms, Facebook, etc., without everything breaking?
Yeah, so actually right now we are not using any platforms. So right now we are streaming by using streaming keys, but we will have a connection to every platform soon. And actually I do not worry about it too much since all of the platforms have like public APIs for live streaming. So they are not changing that often. Like I would say like the only real change I saw, for example, in Facebook API for like live streaming was like in half a year, like one change basically.
And it doesn't break the basics, right?
I mean, it did break like one thing that we did,
Okay.
but like it's not a big change on our side. So in general, like this is fine. If the provider, or in our case platform, has a public API, which is like application interface, like how we communicate with platform, then usually like it's worry free and you can use them and you can be sure that they are not going to make any major changes. But for example, one problem we had or we would have is if you wanted to hack like Instagram streaming or TikTok streaming, like they do not have public APIs. It's technically not maybe even legal. This is questionable if it's legal to actually stream to these platforms. But even if we did it and it was legal, like something would definitely break every month basically. So this is the big problem, So most major platforms will be covered and they will be safe. But this is one of the reasons why, for example, we will not be offering like Instagram streaming or TikTok streaming, at least in some foreseeable future, something like that. It's just not reliable enough to make it happen.
Good question. Great answer.
Yeah, I think actually the other streaming tools don't have Instagram or TikTok.
Nobody has it because like it's too risky.
There are some like very small players, but as Predrag described, like
I saw some doing that and got legal case from TikTok and Instagram, like really.
Yeah, it's not like technically illegal. It's just against the terms of service.
Exactly.
And
they will just take action.
Get like legally threatened by the companies.
Yeah, actually, I think Dentist Karma TV has like a huge Instagram, if I remember correctly. I was asking me about Instagram Live.
This is going to be a problem.
I wasn't completely sure about the answer, but yeah, it's kind of bad. Like
you were like, yeah, of course.
This is the classic salesman.
Yeah, classic sales. Yes, of course.
We can do it.
What more do you need? We'll build it.
That's interesting, but do you think it could change, like in the
future? I think so, but it kind of depends on the platform. Like I think it's very easy for Instagram to offer public API. Like they have development power. I think there is a reason why they didn't do it yet. And probably for a platform like TikTok, they would probably prefer most of the live streaming to be done on the phone and be more natural.
Yeah, they want it to be like ecosystem that is encouraging the creators and making it.
Yeah, I think for them, like maybe if they even wanted like this kind of streaming on their platform, it's just such a small part of the whole experience for their user base. It's not worth it.
It's true.
So why are they doing it? Like, isn't it better for them to have it?
I think it depends on what kind of content.
I mean, like if I'm really watching some kind of like a serious stream, I would prefer YouTube.
Yeah, but like that's there's a new generation of people who are just glued, not glued in bad terms, but really using Instagram and TikTok a lot, and their favorite streamers are streaming there. But I think what they want is to be in control of the whole connection in there. I mean, of the whole stream, because when you have this, the users can comment. You see it as a creator really easily. You have the likes, loves, everything, interactions. On TikTok, you can also send these. I think they have like tokens that you can send to the creators. So they control the whole ecosystem and gives ability to the creators. And they want to hold the creators. They want to own the creators as well. They don't want them to be outside of their platform. I believe that's true as well. But also, if there's a big push for content creators and the creators' economy to own the audience and trying to withdraw from the platforms and be above them, because it's like YouTube decided your content is not complying with their policy, you are done. And that's not good. So you are having a Patreon and you are having a own platform and blog. So there's so much in this space.
Basically, I would say like a big fight between the platforms who like every platform wants to be exclusive for a creator, and every creator doesn't really want to be on one platform if it's at all possible.
Yeah, actually, like the developer who's hopefully gonna join us pretty soon, he I think worked with some famous Spanish or Brazilian YouTuber who wanted his own streaming platform because like he didn't like YouTube, he didn't like it, he don't have like total control over his audience. So like even like individual YouTubers are creating their own streaming
Yeah,
platform.
like Linus Tech Tips, right?
Yeah,
The
full platform.
biggest tech channel. Everyone knows him, and I believe he's like amazing businessman, like really smart building. Like I think he built the best YouTube media imperium out there and doing great job and having great time. And they are building Floatplane, which is their platform to allow creators own their audience a bit more, have paid videos, premium videos like Patreon /YouTube / Twitch maybe. So yeah, there's a space, and yeah, a lot of it there. Vimeo is withdrawing from this space actually, which is interesting, like by their moves, and so there's opening as well.
Yeah, I think the market, like in online video in general, is so huge that I can understand maybe Vimeo, focusing on some other stuff because like there's so much can be done.
Yeah, like video everything.
Well, man, video.
Actually, need to read a bit more about like why Mixer failed, like when they tried to replace Twitch as a streaming platform, because they just appeared out of nowhere and they paid some ridiculous money to like Shroud Ninja, those huge creators, and then suddenly it just didn't
This is
work out.
something that would be really interesting to discuss on like next stream if we can go more.
Yeah,
into
Yeah, yeah.
amazing, man.
I think it could be interesting, like to see, because I'm not sure what they even done differently than Twitch. It looked like basically carbon copy.
I think they overfund, then didn't like pay the huge names, but it didn't brought enough. Like it didn't turn the business on enough, and they kind of funded himself in overfunded situation. I think that's the story, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, maybe.
Like the expectation, like nobody wanted to invest in them anymore because it was like it's too much. Like I don't get anything out of this, but I'm not sure. And
I think we have to research this.
yeah,
Let's just not like.
hot take by Johan. Wow, this is a stream. Like I think this is the most viewed stream, second or third.
Is the one which audio like.
Anyway, you can see that it's not a big issue, right?
I just watch the comments. Of course, it's an issue, man.
Yeah. By the way, I'm enjoying this format of ours that we do, that we are less like stressed about what we are going to talk about, and the structure is more free, and we are just having a good time. I think that's a good way to do this.
Yeah.
I'm having a good time, and that's cool.
Ask more questions, guys. It helps us a lot.
Yeah. We have a lot of questions here. I'm so happy.
Makes the stream nice. I have another topic here, and it's about user authentication. If that's something we can discuss.
Yeah, not much interesting.
It's not interesting.
It's actually not that much interesting, but in short, like we are integrated into VEED's product, and we need to integrate also, technically.
Because you have separate
we need to, because we are when we are joining stream, when the product is released, we won't have like separate accounts for streaming. It's going to be like a seamless transition inside the app. So we will be using VEED's accounts, and that needs to be handled somehow technically.
I think the most interesting thing for the users, and like it's obvious, but it's good to know, is that you can use your existing VEED workspaces and it will work in others. So if you have like 5 people in one workspace, they will all like share the recordings in VEED Live. So basically it will be fully connected and seamless. And I think this is probably the most important thing for authentication.
Yeah, that's actually I named this stream 4-in-1, and I named it stream, record, highlight, edit, and distribute, and I haven't touched the topic yet.
Yeah.
And why
it's also 5 things.
Yeah, and
I thought 4-in-1 means that we are.
It's the joke. It's the joke. I was like, it's so funny. You're like 4-in-1, like 4 guys in one office, ha ha ha. But also, like, what do you get? I know. But what do you get out of Velder being part of VEED is that you really get like streaming, recording, editing, and distributing like in one tool, and it's so powerful because we see people using Zoom and being recorded, like having recordings from Zoom and then putting them into VEED, adding subtitles, changing the format, and right now you don't have to. Like you have Like you have everything in the toolset, and we are in version 0.1, so it's super early. There's so much coming more, and will be so much stronger, and the whole ecosystem will makes more sense soon. So it's 4-in-1.
Yeah, I will be happy when it's all together. Like even when we built Welder Studio and I had the transcript and I could export the clips from it, it saved me so much time. Now I download it, I have to upload it again to VEED. And it's not that slow, but like having it all under one roof, it will be amazing for me.
Yeah, it will be amazing. Like select the text and be like edit.
Yeah.
Man.
Damn, that sounds so good. I actually can't wait. Yeah, the last one here is handing over. Wait, I'm gonna check how it was in the sum up. Progress on handing over recorded files between VEED and Welder Live, I guess. Should be ready.
No,
for the release.
between VEED and VEED Live. VEED
Oh,
and VEED
okay.
Live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
There's
slightly diverse like in between VEED Live and
VEED and VEED Live.
because like, you cannot do it.
Yeah.
That doesn't
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let me
let's
go again. Progress on handing over recorded files between VEED Live and VEED.
Is huge.
It's huge. And what does it mean?
It means that you can take, that's what we talked about right now, that you can take the recording from, like you stream and everything is getting recorded, which is cool, always. You always have the recording. And then, because you always want, not always, but you want to repurpose the recording either, or you want to take it as a whole and edit it, it will be now super seamless because VEED is a video editor. We do the streaming and the recording, you stream, it gets recorded, you take the recording and put it in the VEED, or make a highlight out of some amazing part and put it into VEED with one click. No need to download, no need to switch context, and you can start working on it, add subtitles, change formats, make it ready for TikTok. And this is what we do. Like if you check our channel right now and go to videos, you can see that we have always like a stream, and then Alex does each day a new short and TikTok video, and is pumping it out. And this is the process actually that we are aiming
Are
for.
you looking forward to use the whole flow?
Yeah. So much.
Yeah, but that's one focus, right? It's like, and we are like, we did a big bet on this, and we can see the feedback. We feel it makes sense. But in general, what we are going to be focusing a lot right now is on making the streaming tool powerful. Making it simple and easy to use, yet really customizable, easy to get going. If you have some use case, like you want to onboard your new employees, you want to build a personal brand on LinkedIn, you want to stream Minecraft gaming, whatever, there will be use cases and templates that you can use and get going really quickly and have amazing looking stream that is yours.
Nice. Sounds really good. We have something. We have no comments, guys. Come on, give us something.
I like to be like, I'm a junkie on comments now.
I ran out of.
Give me more comments.
Come on, give me my comments. I ran out of topics. Yeah, but I can wait. It's gonna be so nice for me. Like right now, it's okay, but once it's all together, it's gonna be so easy for me and for everybody. I think. Just one thing that I kind of miss, or like I know we keep saying that it doesn't matter that much that you don't have so many viewers because they're gonna repurpose it, and I really believe in this. But it also feels so much better when you actually get viewers and when you have the questions.
But I mean, yeah, like it's true. But I think
Right?
it's
So
kind of boost, you know. Like
It is.
It's better to have more viewers than less.
okay, yeah, that is obvious. But I wanted to continue. I wanted to say that I think in the tool there should be something that helps people get more viewers. Something not obvious, something that we can maybe brainstorm some other day. But it's just something that I keep thinking about, and I'm not sure how to grasp it.
Bot.
Yeah, maybe a bot.
No, but it's actually like it's true, and this is, I think we discussed it like many times. Like if you want to solve the problem, like the biggest problem people have is that they don't have enough viewers. So like in the future, like any feature that can help this is also valuable, and it's something we'll think about. But probably not right now. Because
Yeah.
like, we don't.
I think one of the not features, but maybe Yeah, like the fact that the whole process is so seamless and so easy to do, the fact that it's not taking so much time and energy makes you more consistent in what you do, and this is going to get you more viewers.
Yeah, exactly.
But I just like I could imagine some like this is not really a feature, but like just to give an example, I could imagine like if you schedule an event, it will auto post on LinkedIn and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Even before, like stuff like that. Basically,
That's what I mean. Like
basically,
small.
like there is a lot of small stuff like that you can do. Like,
Yeah, but I think this is a great point. Then we can also see it. Like we are streaming for the like, what number is this of our streams? Like
a lot.
not so.
Maybe. I don't know. 20?
15?
Come on, give us some credit, man.
No, but
More?
no, I think
Yes,
it's
man,
less.
like,
Yeah, but it's true. It's like it's what Marek says is kind of the core. Like you, of course, you can make this the distribution kind of more easy in terms of sending notifications or owning the audience or whatever. But the core, the key for content creators, I believe it's the consistency, and it's being live for a year, every week, every day. I don't know, but consistently, and finding your own voice, being like what we do here. We are like, yeah, this is good format. We enjoy it. We have a good time. That's important, and hopefully the people who watch us also have a good time with us. And there are 5 right now there, and like when we started, it was 0. And like that's the consistency. And what makes us being consistent, what helps us being consistent, is that we repurpose the content. And it's like it makes sense to record and stream even if there's 0 people.
Yeah,
It's really nice. Easily promoting your stream is always a challenge for creators. Yes, and yeah, you feel free to elaborate on that. It's like, what do you mean by easily promoting, and what could be the way to promote it, right? Because it's like where do you promote stream? Like I promote it on my LinkedIn, nobody gives a shit. Like you promote it on
but I
Reddit,
would like to say like because like we have more viewers than before, so it's obviously something is at least working.
Shorts. I believe it's shorts.
Shorts definitely.
Like we have views on shorts. People are subscribing to our channel because of shorts. Like shorts is amazing to leverage, like because it's amazing, right? Because the shorts is kind of a lottery of viewership, of attention.
Yeah.
No other platforms does that. Like TikTok, sorry, TikTok.
Yeah, I think
Shorts.
TikTok pioneered this,
TikTok,
this way of handling, like influx of users, and I think it's the best way.
Yeah, it's like it's a lottery, and you want to be in there because you get some of it always, and you don't get that from default YouTube. It's hard. You have to have really great content and good headlines and everything. Yeah, so
that's true. And
but good analogy, right? The distribution,
yeah,
it is important. Like as you say, on your most of your user calls, the problem is I want to stream, I enjoy it, but nobody's watching it. It feels weird.
That's interesting.
Could a promo video be played in a scheduled event post? That's a bit hard because like you cannot play anything when you schedule a stream.
I think it depends on the platform, right? I'm not sure.
On YouTube you can't. On LinkedIn you can't. On Twitch I'm not sure.
So you just have to. But like when you schedule the event, you can.
I mean, you can start streaming like 30 minutes before.
Yeah, and put a video, and we plan to do that.
Yeah, that's good.
I think that's what you meant.
We plan to have an interface for you to put an intro video, a promo video up front, and you launch the stream sooner. You can start posting it on socials. But for example, me, I don't like the only live streamer I watch kind of is a PewDiePie. I know it's sad, but it's true. And we always has this waiting stream for like 20 minutes. I hate it. Like I don't wait there. I'm just joining in the middle.
Yeah, but I think it's mainly for community, where basically you can chat. Like people use to chat with.
That's true. They do.
yeah,
true.
that's what happens on Twitch.
Yeah.
Like you have those
Yeah,
countdowns.
you have to have audience, of course. Like,
Yeah.
nobody's going to be there alone. So it's not really our case. but for PewDiePie, like there is probably hundreds of people that know each other or chat with each other.
Hundreds of thousands.
Yeah, but there is also but it's like the distribution is a challenge. But I really believe that like the only real thing you can do for improve your distribution is being consistent and repurpose your content so you get the largest hit, like the network going wide on the platforms, like repurposing it into blog articles, like providing value out of one piece
it'll like create a snowball.
I was thinking if there could be some nice funnel from TikToks to the streams. Like, how do people do it? How do people get from people from TikTok to, let's say, Twitch or YouTube?
You have a URL in the bio.
Yeah, but it's always a problem because these platforms
They don't
really want this to happen.
Yeah.
So, yeah, for example, on LinkedIn, you know, if you share a post with external link, it won't get any views.
Yeah.
It's just the platforms want to own the creator.
True stuff.
Maybe if we
Yeah, but I think if you really want to do this, you need to provide such a good value to the viewers that they will, for example, go through some, you know, meaner hustle to get.
Yeah, I really believe this is it. I really believe but it's a use case. I'm really watching through the eyes of personal branding, kind of, right? Like that could be, this is what we do right now here. And I'm not sure how exactly creators approach is, like really content creators, like full time on Twitch being content creators, right? But like from my point of view, it is really that streaming is amazing way for me to create content. It's easy, I enjoy it. But nobody will watch an hour stream if they don't know us. And taking the most interesting, most valuable pieces and putting them out there as a standalone is like, yeah, like I saw these guys micro content for the third time, and it's like it was fun time like it was funny once, it was smart ones, and it was weird ones. I want to see the stream. Like, and you do the hustle because you're like, that's weird. Like, what a weird concept. Like 4 guys chilling in the office about what they did this week. What the fuck? And it's like, whoa, cool. Okay, maybe it's cool. I don't know.
Yeah. But I need to see it initially. Like, how do I even come across those TikToks or those YouTube shorts? Yeah, but it's very random.
Yeah, it is. It is lottery.
Yeah.
It is. And you are trying to do your best. You are optimizing for the sound, for what's trendy right now, what's valuable, what people love. You know, like an experimenting a lot. Like you did well that you recorded a short video on a Monday here when we had a meeting, and you didn't put anything smart there. It was just like, hey, remote is fine, but being on spot is something great, and you put trending audio to that, and it got like, on our standards, a lot of views. So that's what you need to do. What do you need to do? 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 You don't.
We're
I
doing
don't.
this right now. Where's my phone?
Yeah, it's there. Bye, Alex.
Bye. It is.
Yeah. So interesting. So interesting. What are you doing, brother?
Something that I cannot show. What are you in code?
You are reviewing code right now?
No,
Multitasking Frederick mode. Yeah.
Gotta get these features shipped, man.
Yeah.
I should record this. Oh, it's a photo.
You can record how I end this stream.
You're ending the stream.
Yeah, I'm ending the stream. It's done. You have no more topics to talk about. You think? Yeah? Okay. Should I end it?
Mark, show me your new hair. Nice.
Okay, this is a lot of experimentation. All right. Thanks everyone for watching. Thank you guys. I really enjoyed it today. It was nice change from being remote, being on spot here. Not sure how we do it next week because I love showing the capabilities of Welder in terms of multiplayer, but also I enjoy this as well. So let's see. I enjoyed this. Thank you for watching. Hope you find it interesting or nice, and see you next week at the same time. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, the best thing about remote is that you can switch the layout.